Now we've lost the feed altogether. Oh, we're back. Men's 1500 metres.
See, if you tell them off, they'll cut the feed from you, Jeremy.
It's a bit scary, wasn't it? Obviously someone in the broadcast centre somewhere is moaning about the coverage. We'll pull the plug. But it's back. Look, there's a lovely Mexican wave. When you do the Mexican wave and you stand up, do you make a noise? Because I do. When it goes around, you go, woo, up like that.
Yes, I would. And particularly, I'm sure these people in that stadium are tonight.
So it's the men's 1500 metres. T46. What a great name. Chris Hammer for the United States. That's a real superhero name, isn't it?
T46 is arm amputees. Matthew Sillox there from Australia. Here's the lineup for the T46.
So just having a look at who's got the fastest time. And it's Samir NOUIOUA of Algeria, Chris Hammer of the United States, next fastest, and Chesham of Kenya, 23-year-old. They're all under 4 minutes with their times.
There's the youngest of the field, 19-year-old Matthew Sillox from Australia.
Been a good games for Australia, isn't it?
It has been, yes. I keep dropping functions, but I did go to an Australian function last night, and they're very, very excited with the results that have been achieved so far, because our Olympic team took a while to get going, but our Paralympians are doing a great job.
So it's the men's 1500 metres, the T46 final for arm amputees. And Chris Hammer of the United States run a 2.828 in the red there at the front. Couple of Kenyans tracking him, 3 Kenyans now. Very strong Kenyan field here. Chesham, TARBEI and Cheruiyot, Stanley Cheruiyot. But it's Chris Hammer of the United States who leads them out. And of course, as soon as I say that, he gets overtaken by Chesham of Kenya. And it's a Kenyan 1-2 at the moment. Chesham and TARBEI. Kenyans, we said we hadn't seen many of them, and now we've got 3 in this race. They, obviously in Olympic sports, they dominate the middle distance running, and I think we're gradually beginning to see them taking over in the Paralympics.
You're right, and I was just thinking that as you just alluded to it. This is exciting. I'm just watching this field going, this is incredible, because we know the Kenyans are wonderful runners. When you think about their background, I know I met one of Kenya's fantastic world record holders, Tegla Larupe, and to get to school in the morning, she has to run 10 kilometres, and to get home at night, run 10 kilometres. So if you're sitting there viewing and think, well, how do you get involved in running? For these guys to have an education, for some of them, requires running 20 kilometres a day. So you can see why they can lead the packs. And it's really exciting that we're finding athletes with a disability in these countries, because they will dominate the events as they should.
And this could easily be a 1-2-3 for Kenya. At the moment, we've got Chesham in the lead, then TARBEI and Cheruiyot in the bronze medal position at the moment. And Chris Hammer, who started off so well, has gone right to the back now. I think he's in some trouble, and yet he's got the second fastest season's best. But it's Chesham and TARBEI and Cheruiyot in the 1-2-3. Could it be a gold, silver and bronze for Kenya?
It's looking like it could be. Just for the viewers, it is arm amputee, but it's more that people might be missing a limb, as you can see some of them are, or others have a classification. Could be something like Erb's palsy or a neurological, a nerve impingement from birth that really restricts their movement of their arm, so similar to compare to someone who's had an amputation or born congenitally with their arm missing. So that's why you do see the variety there, but they've been classified so that their range of function should be a level playing field.
So now we see Samir NOUIOUA of Algeria going to the front now. Here's the man with the fastest season's best, NOUIOUA of Algeria.
And there's the bell for the final lap. They're already starting to step up the pace.
It's NOUIOUA of Algeria, Chesham and TARBEI from Kenya. The other Kenyan, they've dropped back now. And it's NOUIOUA of Algeria down the back straight.
TARBEI, world record holder of 3 minutes 52.50, Paralympic record as well. Can he come through and dominate over the world record that he has?
So they've
Here's
dropped.
the fight.
It's INDELBU is up with them as well, the Ethiopian, and these three now away. So in the lead, it's TARBEI.
The world record holder. Can he hold it? Coming back into the home straight. He's striding out beautifully. There's no way anybody's getting close to him. He looked over his shoulder, and what a fantastic runner. Looking at a time, and yes, he's done it.
He's done it. It's a world record. TARBEI has broken his own world record. Fantastic. He came away there, and it was almost as though he used the other two Kenyans to get him in a position, and then he just launched. And he's not only set a new world record, he's taken over 2 seconds off
He
it.
smashed the world record.
TARBEI of
Beautiful
Kenya.
runner.
Abraham TARBEI, 3:50.15, winner of the men's T46 with a world record 3:50.15, ahead of INDELBU of Ethiopia, 3:50.87 with a personal best, and NOUIOUA of Algeria, again with a personal best, 3:51.80. And David Among of Uganda with a personal best as well in 4th place. So the top 4 all setting PBs, but it's Abraham TARBEI who set a new world record.
Look at him. He was like, you're not going to catch me. The other two competitors, as they're coming round to that last bend, were feeling the pain, feeling the lactic, feeling tired. He just said, if you can't chase me, you're not getting gold.
And it reminded me a little bit of Mo Farah at the Olympics, when the kind of acceleration, when you just see 3 people and one of them can put their foot down on the gas and just get away. And he did that brilliantly there.
I just don't know how athletes can run with big chains around their neck. This always bothers me. I think as an athlete, I couldn't stand having something jiggling around as I'm running, bit of a distraction, but a lot of athletes, it's something that they do. And
You don't want anything jiggling around when you're running. Athletes of the world, throw off your chains. Now,
well, maybe gold brings gold, so maybe that's his lucky necklace.
well, we've seen a silver for silver in the previous race. Now a gold chain has brought Abraham TARBEI gold. I did promise some questions to you, and we've banked up a
Yes.
few now on